Hey Moon Magic Super Souls, woo! First card coming out. Welcome to your weekly readings. This is a pick a card reading. We are asking for immediate guidance, a message that you need to hear that will benefit you right here and right now. And we will draw additional cards as well to find out if Spirit or your Spirit team actually want to give you the heads up about what's coming in the week ahead for you. So we're going to pick 3 cards to guide you in. This is our first. I'm actually seeing this as the second. And very clearly, actually, this one as the third. And I will draw a rune and a charm as well, for those of you that like that little bit of extra information. So, pile number 1, you have Bison, gratitude. Okay, and this is what this card looks like. Wow, very excited. It feels like these are really powerful readings. We then have pile 2, you have Wolf, guidance. That is pile 2. And then pile 3, you have Deer, forgiveness. That is the energy of pile 3. So beautiful souls, let's draw a rune and a charm as well. So for pile 1, your rune is the rune of protection. For pile 2, you have Anzus. This is the rune of signals. And for pile 3, you have the rune of movement. This is Awaz. Okay, fabulous. Let's draw a charm as well. Pile 1, you have... Yep, I got that. You have the Tree of Life. Wonderful. This is what it looks like. Okay, we have... oh wow, we have a 5-pointed star. Okay, that is pile 2, your charm. And pile 3, you have 2 hearts entwined. Okay, there we go, beautiful souls. So we are asking for an immediate here and now. What does Spirit wish you to know about? A message that will be valuable and important for you right now. And we'll be drawing cards for the week ahead, the next 7 days. What would be helpful for your Spirit team to let you know about. And these are your cards, your runes, and your charms. Beautiful souls, I would suggest just trusting your intuition. If you feel that you are drawn to more than one, it is possible that there's more than one message for you. I always think if you find that more than one are speaking to you, or you're debating, is it this or this, or even all 3, it means there may well be more than one message for you that is coming through, perhaps about different areas of your life, or even with the heads up about different events, or even a series of events that may be unfolding in your life at this moment in time. So, my beautiful souls, I will see you in the readings in just a moment. The timestamps are in the information box, the description box, and in a pinned comment. So it's really easy to find the right reading. You can just click on those and it will take you straight to them. Beautiful souls, I am sending you all the love in the world, and I will see you in the readings in just a moment. Okay, pile 1, welcome to your reading. The first message that's actually really coming through just with your rune of protection. This is Algiz, the elk, and your tree of life and bison, gratitude. I feel like you are in a space of, it's kind of like a new beginning. I could say a transition. You're building something, you're working at something or working through something, and it actually does feel quite epic. This rune speaks of new opportunities, but it also speaks of kind of like rising to a challenge, leaning into something. And I feel your very first message is about rising up to the challenge, facing something head on in a very steady, grounded way. Bison are very powerful animals. The strength in this card is phenomenal, and the same with an oak tree, the tree of life. You're being called to I want to say stand strong, but I don't have a feeling of you standing your ground over something. More of you being strong in a persistent, steady, keep going. Don't be swayed. Don't charge forwards with an empowered kind of excitement and then find you lack energy afterwards. There's something about being really steady, tackling something one step at a time, almost being quite methodical, facing things, looking at things each stage of the way. This is the kind of message that's coming through just with this card, this rune, this charm alone. But let us dive into the cards for you and see what we are shown. Now, do you know, I'm going to cut this pack. I wanted to draw an Archangel power card. Okay. 5 of Ariel. You needn't go through your current challenges alone. Help is nearby. Negative thoughts create self-fulfilling prophecies. Okay, so this is connected to this, don't be, it's to do with emotions really, with protection here, this rune of protection. Don't be swayed by your emotions. Don't let your thinking sink. Steady, evenly paced progress. This is what we're seeing here. Isn't it interesting? Do you know, I'm just being called to cut the cards. Okay, we have Holy Sisters. Wow, look at the unity in this. You are genuinely being protected. There's no question of it. You are being protected, and whatever you are working on or working through, you are progressing and you will be protected and supported. That's absolutely clear. Yes, look at this. The slave dances into freedom. I love this card. This card for me is a bit like the story, the Roald Dahl story, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. It's the golden ticket. The golden ticket, something being gifted or given to you to assist you. You're not alone. Help is nearby. It may just be that spirit is around you, guiding you, supporting you. You see, in one way, I see you as being very strong. I see you as being actually someone that people can rely upon. People look to you, people turn to you, people see you as a pillar of strength. However, I think at the moment, some aspect of you is feeling quite little, quite humble, quite small in the face of the things you're trying to process. We are seeing something being gifted to you here. Someone giving you something that is going to assist. You're not alone. You don't have to go through your current challenges alone. Help is nearby. Being gifted something. The slave dances into freedom. This is a magical gift of some sort. Let's draw some tarot cards and see what we are shown for my beautiful pile 1. It's your first. I'm seeing that as your second and third and fourth. Look at the way it shifted. That's interesting, the way it landed and shifted the tree of life. Okay, so we have the Four of Pentacles. Okay, we have the Empress. Let me move these up a little bit. Bear with me, beautiful souls, just to make a little tiny bit more room for our cards. We have the Four of Pentacles, we have the Empress, we have the Chariot and the Page of Wands. Okay. How interesting. What you're really being asked to do this week, my beautiful souls, and it's very immediate. Firstly, there is that huge amount of reassurance here with a clear message of be steady in your endeavours. Don't try to rush forwards too quickly. Don't expend too much energy and then sort of feel depleted. You know, when you really go at something and you can work so hard, and then the next day you've got a completely open day to do the work, but you're so exhausted because you overdid it the day before. So really steady energy. Take your time. You don't have to be dislodged, unanchored by things, don't be knocked off balance by anything really. Just consistently keep going. If something arrives that feels as if it's a negative potential, or something arrives that interrupts, just deal with it, attend to it, and then come back to the progress that you are aiming for. This really feels like, I can't say slow and steady wins the race, because I don't think it's slow at all, but I do think it's steady. Persistent, consistent, evenly paced energy. With the Four of Pentacles, it's like using your resources wisely. Again, what do we have in the language written here? Security, stability, saving, foundation, money. I think resources may well come to you. Use them wisely. Help may arrive. Use it wisely. Be steady. Consistent. Consistent is a lovely word for you this week. And the Empress, it is about nurture. It's about fertility. I love that we have the word grace here. Tackle everything that arrives in your world with good grace, because negative thoughts create self-fulfilling prophecies. So if you are working at something and there's an interruption, attend to it with good grace and then come back to your focus. Don't be knocked off balance by it or get into the zone of negative thinking, which can then spiral into an energy that slows you down. I am seeing progress here. We have the Chariot. Journey, success, progress, and communication, good news in the Page of Wands. So we are seeing progress here. We are seeing success. I think you will find that despite interruptions this week, everything will in fact unfold and fall into place as you need it to. What is curious, I would say potentially towards the end of the week, it does feel as though the energy is flowing, towards the end of the week, you see something of a result. Someone offering you something, maybe some finances coming in, some additional resources coming in, or somebody offering you practical support. Something is coming in, that golden ticket, I think towards the end of the week. So I'd be looking out for that. Communication. Let's draw some more cards. Where is this communication coming from? May we ask for more cards, please? I'm seeing these two. We may actually draw three, but let's stick with these two first. Yes, look at this cup being gifted to you. The Four of Cups. How interesting that we have the Four of Pentacles and the Four of Cups. And then we have the Nine of Cups. This is a lovely card of kind of like self-satisfaction. you know, sitting there feeling pretty damn good about things, really. With the Four of Cups, for me it is an energy where it's as if you can be given something, but if you're in the wrong frame of mind, you won't be open to receiving it. What's that saying? Looking a gift horse in the mouth? That's what's coming through here. You know, or is it don't look a gift horse in the mouth? There's a sort of a saying around this. But what I'm seeing is back to that feeling tired. If you expend your too much energy and then someone offers you something, you might not even take it. You wouldn't see it being offered to you because you're just too tired to accept. You're in that negative zone of feeling like you're on your own with things. And with the Five of Ariel, if you look at the positioning of these, it is almost as if we have 4 pentacles here, and then the 5th above the head of Ariel, of Archangel Ariel, coming in. You needn't go through your current challenges alone. Help is nearby. I feel that there's probably, in whatever you're working with and processing, possibly some interruptions at the beginning of your week, or maybe even around you now. You may be a little bit concerned, anxious, emotional about whether something is actually going to emerge, whether you'll get there on time, whether you'll meet your deadlines, whether you've set them for yourself or someone else has, how something is going to progress. Spirit is very clear with your primary message, which is to be very strong and lean into anything and everything that comes into your world. Step up into the challenges, then bring yourself back to what you need to do, rather than getting knocked off balance or despondent about it. As the week progresses, I think you're going to see real progress, genuine progress. You know, when suddenly things sort of slot into place and you think, oh, do you know, that worked after all. And as things slot into place, I think the energy shifts. It brings something to you, an offer of help. And it's of great benefit to you, this offer of help. It's really going to assist you in pulling something together. So a really amazing offer of help coming in as we move towards the end of the week for you, my beautiful pile 1. So remain open to this communication, this good news. Be open to receive it. Your guidance for the week, my beautiful pile 1, is very, very, very clear. I am going to draw just a couple of tea leaves to see if anything else is shown for you. I'm actually just going to, it's such a large pack, the tea leaves, so I'm actually just going to cut the pack for you, and we're going to see this card and this one for you. So you have horse, short journey, and box, you will receive a gift. Now, I'm seeing the horse energy in 2 ways. Firstly, I said there may be some interruptions earlier in the week where you have to attend to something. You may be called away from what you wish to be focusing on. That's fine. Go and attend to what you need to attend to. Do it with good grace and then bring yourself back to your focus. Don't worry, don't get despondent. As the week progresses, I do think you will receive a gift. I think something is being given to you that will assist you to replenish. It will assist you. It's good news. It could be energy. It could be practical help. It could be a sign, a signal sent as a confirmation. I get the impression here that it probably is something quite pragmatic, quite practical. So it could actually be a genuine offer of help, or some money, or some resources, or just that your energy lifts because something is given to you that kind of makes you feel good. I do feel there's quite a flavour of almost stability coming in here. A gift that assists you with something, which feels wonderful. It feels absolutely delightful. So I do see potential interruptions earlier in your week. You may already be feeling a little bit of that around you. Don't collapse yourself into the emotionality of these things. This is what this rune always says. Kind of always says the battle, do you know, the real battle is with oneself. Managing our own emotions, managing how we feel, not letting our emotions get the better of us, but, you know, responding to life, recognizing that we can't change everything, but we do have the right to choose what we do about it, and holding our own energy, keeping our own vibration in a high resonance place, a positive place, a graceful place. Grace is very key here. I always think when you look at something like a bison, they're huge. And yet they are so graceful. Huge creatures. But they flow. When you watch them run together, they all flow, a bit like a flock of birds. When you look at the starling murmurations, we have those here in the UK. They're spectacular. I don't know where that sits anywhere else in the world, but for a period of time we have them in the UK. I go to a place where they nest every night, and I go every year to watch them, because if you go at dusk, that's when they're coming in to roost, and they come in literally in their thousands and thousands, and they all move in complete synchronicity. They are extraordinary. Animals do this. They all move together. You watch a herd of bison, for example, across a plain. They're all moving synchronistically. They're together. They are in unity. And there's a very profound message of keeping your energy in flow with the natural rhythms of movement, which are not always fast, and adapting around things. It's like a river is another picture I'm being shown here, where if a river is finding its way down a mountainside and it hits a rock, well, it'll flow around it. You know, the rock doesn't stop its progress, it diverts it, and then it comes back and continues down the mountain. There's something of this energy, and it's part of your message. But we are seeing in greater detail for the week ahead, maybe an interruption, a short journey, but also that you are to maintain your power. Horses are always about power when they show up in a reading. We measure engines as horsepower. So be empowered. Empower yourself by being consistent, flexible, adaptable, and yet bringing yourself back. You know, adaptability doesn't mean we lose focus. It just means we do what we need to do with good grace and we come back in again. That's what I'm seeing. Significant movement forwards here. Journey, short journey, but success and progress. And then something coming in, a communication, a gift, an offer of support, something that is really going to assist you. It may actually come in at a point when you are feeling quite tired and quite debilitated, but one way or the other, the outcome by the end of the week, I just feel things are going to start really coming together for you. So even though you possibly might feel it's not happening as you would like, as at the beginning of this week, truly it's going to emerge and flow. And your role in this, because we always have conscious choice and free will, is to work with spirit with this kind of forward motion, maintain your consistency, like that herd of bison. If they come up against a pile of rocks, they'll veer around it and then come back on course, just as a river would. My beautiful pile one, this is your reading for this week. This is the message, or the messages with information for the week ahead. I post these readings every Sunday, always, without fail. And I do post several pick a card readings, some shorts and various stuff during the week. So do keep a lookout for those. If you're interested in my all zodiac sign readings, they are on Patreon. For those of you who are also on Patreon, you will know there are other opportunities there to join me in co-creating a course that I'm working on, but it is a Patreon only offer. So beautiful souls, all of you who are tuning into these readings, thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of the Moon Magic community, whether you are here on YouTube or on Patreon. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and thank you so much as well, beautiful souls, for commenting and sharing your own journeys. It's magical to read about the way that you are navigating your lives with so much authenticity, so much congruence. It really is an absolute gift and a joy and a privilege to read for you. Thank you so, so much for being here. Tons and tons of love, and I look forward to seeing you in another reading very, very soon. And don't forget to press the little bell icon. That's what I needed to say as well. If you subscribe and press the little bell icon, then all of the readings I do should come into your stream as soon as I post them. Tons of love. Hey, pile 2, welcome. The very first thing I just have to say is I feel that you are about to be very, very blessed, okay? These cards, this card, this rune, this star, the moment I saw the 5-pointed star, I thought of the Venus star. And the Venus, when Venus and the Sun connect, they make a 5-pointed star. The sacred geometry is amazing. And each of those connection points is really, really significant. It is like a gift, a blessing, depending on where that sits in your individual chart. There's somebody called Ariel Gutman, I think is her name. She's an amazing astrologer, and she has done a huge amount of work around the Venus star information. If I can find a link to her, I will put it in the description box below for you, my beautiful pile 2. But we have the Wolf card guidance, and you have signals, the rune of signs, signals, synchronicities. This rune literally says that if you may well be brought sacred knowledge. This is a time of blessings. You are being guided, you are being shown the way. Even if there is an interruption, it is timely, providential, and a blessing is coming to you from that interruption. This is a really powerful time for you, beautiful souls. And with the wolf, there is a sense of loyalty around you. We'll draw more cards around that before I dive in further, but I do feel you are being guided, you are being blessed. That is your primary message, but let us find out more about this. What is this guidance? What is this blessing? I was really drawn to cut this pack. Okay, you have the 4 of Raphael. How interesting. Seek out other possibilities. Look for the magic in life. Be aware of your own emotions. Okay. I think you're going to be given an opportunity in a way that may be a blessing, that may be unexpected. It's like it's coming in from, I want to say, look behind you. You know when you watch a pantomime and they run around, don't they, in that sort of way. There's always the trickster energy. In a pantomime, there's a joker. And this rune actually also connects to Loki, the ancient trickster from the Norse gods, and the Hyoka of the Native Americans. They are bringing about change and blessings, but through the kind of trickster energy. I feel that look behind you, like somebody running around, that joker energy, something coming in. It's actually of huge benefit. There's something around you of huge benefit, but it may not look like it, okay? It's huge, hugely beneficial to you. It's giving you either a different direction or a window of opportunity. We need more cards, my beautiful pile 2. We need more cards. Let us see what we have. We are going to cut again. We have Grandmother Dragonfly holds the wisdom. Again, I want to sort of almost say, look at the way they're both facing in other directions. And all these dragonflies, can you see in both these cards? We have dragonflies just here and here and here and here and here. Transformation. Dragonflies are also about seeing through the illusion. Okay, let's take this card too. Grandmother ensures safe crossing. How interesting that you have the grandmother coming in 2 ways. What I hear in this, beautiful souls, is you are also being guided in a very real way by somebody, either a guide, someone who has passed over, a grandmother figure, an ancient one, a wise one. You really are being guided. Somebody is giving you clear guidance, clear information. You're being sent information to assure your safe crossing, to assure that what you need to achieve, you will achieve. I'm going to move those cards down here so we have a little bit more space, I think. Yes, I think that's going to work for us. Yes, good. Let us draw more cards for you. Let's take some tarot cards and see what we are shown. May we have information for pile 2. What are the messages that pile 2 needs to know about now? And I'm feeling that one very strongly. Do you know this too? This too. 4 cards coming for you. Let us see these first. So 9 of Cups. Wonderful. This is gorgeous. Joy, optimism, how lovely. We have the 4 of Pentacles. How interesting. Queen of Wands and the Empress. This is very, very interesting. I need to just say to you, beautiful souls, if any of you were drawn to pile 1, although it's a very different reading, some of the cards are the same. The 4 of Pentacles came out, the Empress came out, and the 9 of Cups also came out, but in a different pack. I'm actually going to just shuffle and take another tarot pack for you as well. Yes, look at that. Fabulous. We have the 6 of Cups. And the Star. Well, this is a week of transformation for you guys. Something is moving forwards, coming together, happening. You're being carried across the gap by the wings of heaven. You're being guided. I think you have actually already experienced a disappointment. And I don't think this is brand new. It's recent. It's around you right now. It is a disappointment. Like someone let you down, a loyalty was broken, someone who you thought was honest, true, turned out not to be. And I think it's left you feeling quite a bit disillusioned, a bit flattened, a bit like it's lost a little bit of your faith in life. Probably touched some childhood buttons as well, I would say, with this card here. Reminded you of history, reminded you of stuff from the past. There's quite a sadness around it, if I'm honest, my beautiful souls. What I need to say to you is, you actually needed to see this disappointment. You needed to see this person, this situation, properly for what it is. Because otherwise I think you'd have continued to invest in it and it would have given you a greater amount of difficulty in the future. That's actually one of your biggest messages here. The loyalty, they let you down. Someone or a certain circumstance has let you down. It's left you feeling deflated, unhappy, as if you lost touch with the magic of life. Not entirely, but it's been tough. It was a toughie. It was a biggie, you know. It was a letdown. It was a disappointment. It was shit. Excuse my language. It really was. Honestly, I think you actually genuinely trusted this person or circumstance to come through. What I do think has happened is it's really, really, really opened up what I would call some emotional scar tissue. So my background is counselling, psychotherapy, as well as reading cards and runes. And this is what I call emotional scar tissue. If we have been hurt, traumatized, experienced big challenges, disappointments, difficulties, even though we heal and we move on, it kind of leaves emotional scar tissue. If, for example, I'm going to use a metaphor, but if for example, I I burned my hand. Let's say I burned my hand and it healed over, and you could not see any blemishes on my hand at all. It looked completely healed. But I can tell you that the skin on that hand will always be more sensitive. And if I get into a boiling hot bath, all of the rest of my body and my other hand will be fine, but the place where the burn was will feel it. It's like it will have less of a tolerance to that hot water, even though the temperature is fine for the rest of me. It's raw. There's always a vulnerability, a sensitivity, and our emotions are the same. We heal from trauma, from disappointment. And then if something comes along that resonates with that, a letdown, that reminds us of stuff that happened, you know, we know it's in the past, but it doesn't stop that scar tissue from being activated. And that is what I see in your reading here. The message is that you really had to see this now, because otherwise you would have continued to travel down a road that would have invested in the wrong person. The Four of Pentacles, saving, investing in things. This is a time to really be very clear and think about where you are choosing to invest, and take charge of where you choose to invest. The Queen of Wands. There is so much better a way that will bring fertility and abundance to you. And look at this, the Six of Cups. I mean, this is gorgeous. This is abundance, it's gifts, renewed optimism, renewed hope. This had to happen. Your primary message, this had to happen because whoever it was or the situation is not right for you, and you would have stayed if it hadn't. It's one of those sort of hindsight, genuinely is a wonderful thing. Because actually, retrospectively, once you move to a very different space of success, abundance and joy, you'll look back and you'll think, thank heaven that door closed then. Thank heaven that came, and I knew that that door had to be closed, and the reason it had to be closed was because I would not have been free to move forwards properly. I could not have taken a full ownership of my potential, my abundance, my success, because actually this person's energy would have damaged, would have tarnished, would have hurt. You had to know it now. So I am sorry that it has felt disappointing, but your message is ever so clear. You are being guided. There's no question of it. That Loki trickster energy, that Hyoka, it doesn't feel good when we meet somebody who's a bit of a trickster or not really particularly loyal. They betray your loyalty, but my goodness me, you needed to know. Don't dwell in the disappointment, dear ones. Just be grateful that you have seen through the illusion. These dragonflies, you have a very particular figure, a guide walking with you, a wise one, an ancient one, maybe a grandmother through your own lineage, walking with you, guiding you, supporting you, loving you. Your current situation will come to fruition. We're seeing success, we are seeing abundance, we are seeing joy, we are seeing real hope, real optimism. You being the star that you are, this circumstance would have flattened you. There was something going on here. Yes, it's reminded you of the past. Your emotional scar tissue has been activated. Get out some arnica cream, put it on, take care of you, look after you. Love the fact that you needed to know this now in order to be empowered, my beautiful souls. You are being guided, you are loved, you are cherished. This is so clear to me, so clear. And you're going to see this progression through the week. Your energy is going to pick up because you'll be able to realign in that space of genuine possibility, no longer hindered by the energy of somebody who actually would not have had your best interests at heart. Pile 2, your reading is clear. Beautiful souls. I so hope that the message is resonating in a way that will assist you to also realign your energy in that space of genuineness, genuine potential, genuine love. You are loved, you are cherished, you are really supported in what you are currently working on doing, bringing forth in the context of your world. Let's draw from the tea leaves. Now, this is such a big pack. I'm actually literally just going to, I say I was going to cut, but this card has shown itself. Bag. Something important, such as a new job or a raise. What I see here is, and the message is really loud and clear, this is going to be your only card from the tea leaves. This is what we're hearing. It's in the bag. You bagged it. It's in the bag. What you're working on, what you're doing, it's yours. I want to say it's yours for the taking, or it will be yours for the taking, or yours for the having. It's in the bag. And also, the other message is the cat was let out of the bag. The cat was let out of the bag because it needed to be. You needed to see what was going on. You needed to know someone or a circumstance for what it was and see through the illusion. And now it's in the bag. You can bag it. You can win this. You can do this. This reading is loaded with optimism, with energy, with potential, and it belongs to you and you deserve it. This is your reading, my beautiful pile 2. I post these every Sunday for immediate guidance and to give you the heads up as to how the week ahead is looking. And for you guys, it's picking up seriously. Shift your energy. You are guided. It's going to move forwards just as it should, in the most beautiful way for you. So, pile 2, I am sending you all the love in the world. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, subscribing. If you are interested in checking out my all zodiac sign readings for the moon months, they are available on Patreon. There are also other things going on there. At the moment, there's an offer to connect with me to do some potential work in building a training course. Patreon folks, those of you who are there already, you will know all about this. Thank you all so much, though, for being a part of the Moon Magic community, whether it is here on YouTube or on Patreon. Beautiful souls, I'm sending you all the love in the world. If you decide to subscribe, don't forget to press the little bell icon, and that way all of my readings will then come into your stream as soon as I post them. And as well as these Sunday readings, I do post a couple of pick a card readings during the week and some shorts and various things answering very specific questions. So, you know, do check us out. Thank you for being here. I'm sending you all the love in the world. This is actually looking to be a remarkably promising week despite what has happened. My beautiful pile 2. Tons of love, and I look forward to seeing you in some new readings or some other readings very, very soon. Tons of love to you all. Hey, pile 3, welcome, beautiful souls. Now, the very first thing I want to voice with this rune of movement, progress, Awaz, is I think you are in a strong position in some kind of a relationship or a connection to somebody else, to someone. Whatever that relationship is, it could be family, it could be an intimate partnership, it could be your working world, and we will draw more cards to get a better indication. Now, the Deer card says forgiveness. And the 2 hearts coming together, it's noticeable to me that one is larger than the other. I think you're needing to have a big heart over something, perhaps for some of you. But what comes across strongly already is that you're in a very strong position. If any of you are negotiating anything, moving house, contracts, navigating a disagreement with someone, you are in a very strong position. I think you're in the stronger position here. Let's draw more cards and find out what we are shown for my pile 3. What message does Spirit wish to give you now? Leap of faith. How interesting. This is the equivalent of the card of the Fool. Archangel Metatron. Believe in yourself, listen to your heart, do what gives you joy. Yeah, you're in a strong position here. Please remember that first message that was channeling through. I'm going to draw, I say draw, I'm going to cut for 2 cards. We're going to draw this one first. Sister of Shambhala shows the way. And your second card, Holy Sisters. Okay. Gosh. How interesting. I almost feel like you're, I want to say, sort of doing something in secret. How interesting. we need more cards before I can really say too much more. But I do feel, yeah, you are, it's like you're doing something slightly secretly, or not in a negative way. I don't mean secret in a not okay secret way, more that you are doing something quietly, privately, behind the scenes, and you're choosing who to share it with. Again, it's that contract. You're in a strong position. It's like if you're negotiating something, you're not showing your full hand, like a game of poker. And that's appropriate, because if you're entering the negotiation of a game of poker, you don't show your hand to everybody, because you wouldn't be able to come out on top. How interesting. Yeah, you're not showing everything, or you're being invited to make sure you don't show everything. If you're taking a new course of action, or you're starting something, or you're about to take a leap of faith, you're not necessarily publicly sharing that with everyone. It may be that not everyone would agree with what you're doing, or they might have a different agenda around it. This is very interesting. It really is, pile 3. Your reading is intriguing, to put it mildly. Let's find out more. Let us ask for more information. May we have more information, guidance for the week ahead, information for my beautiful pile 3s. And let's draw from another tarot pack too. There's your 2 cards. Okay, you have the Fool. Wow, the Fool again. 2 Fools. I mean, this is huge. This is just huge. To get the Fool card twice. What a confirmation. What an affirmation of the thing that you really want to do. We then have the Devil. This is why you're doing something in part in, I don't mean secret, tact and diplomacy. What are coming through here. Tact and diplomacy. Gosh, you've got major cards. They're all major cards. Wowza, wow, pile 3. Goodness me. The Devil. This is why you are being very tactful and very thoughtful. You're not sharing everything with certain people, because you know that they have an ulterior motive or a different agenda. There is something you are going to take a leap of faith in something. You're going to do something. I mean, even look at this card. Sister of Shambhala shows the way. She looks like the imagery of the Fool card. This leap of faith. Everything in your reading, my beautiful pile 3, is saying, follow your heart and take that leap. I think you have reached a point with the Devil and Judgment where there is a situation around you, in all honesty, that it's not really tolerable anymore. And I don't think it's necessarily completely bad. It's just, I mean, maybe for some of you it is bad, and I am deeply saddened if that is the case. But you know, for some of you, it isn't that it's deeply bad. It's just, quite frankly, that you've outgrown it. And you actually do know you have to go, you have to change something, you have to do something. It's calling you, it's speaking to you. It's like the voice of your soul is singing, and you actually have to do it, and you know it. You can't remain as you are, even though I think it may upset the apple cart a little bit, but you just know you have to. This is a rune of transition, physical shifts, new attitudes, or a new life. It is also about the improving of things, the bettering of any situation. So even if you're feeling like the shoulds and shouldn'ts are coming into this, you know, you should stay, or you should remain, or you should continue in a particular way. Actually, no. Your reading is saying quite the opposite. You actually do need to do this. There's something really important for you. Really, really important. I'm not exactly sure what that will be. You will know what this is, because it's big. To get 2 Fool cards is just enormous. Take that leap of faith. we have the Page of Swords and, yes, the Nine of Swords. That was the energy I was picking up on, because I feel like it is a bit of a dark night of a soul moment for you. I think this is a difficult decision to make. In one way, it's a really difficult decision to make. In another way, it's so loaded with joy and potential and new beginnings. It would be like, I'm going to come up with some silly examples, so please forgive me, but they're analogies. They're not necessarily specific, but it would be like, I don't know, if you've got, let's say let's say you were choosing a university course, for example, and there's the one you really, really want with all of your heart, and then there's the one that your family and your teachers and everybody think you should do because that's what they think you should do. That's the one they think will give you the best career choices. But there's another one that is just singing to your soul, and that's the course actually that you want to take, but you're fearful of upsetting people. It's that upsetting the apple cart. It's causing you worry and concern. This card is suggesting that there will be forgiveness. It's not actually going to be as bad as you think. I think there's a lot of fear and worry about it, and yet a part of you just feels you have to do this. It's like the breaking free from something with the Devil card. And I feel this is the week, the moment, the time around you when it feels a bit like now or never. I have to make that choice. I have to make that decision. This is the energy. This is the week. This is the moment when you reach that point where you just think, I actually have to do it. Your reading is suggesting that. There will be a lot more understanding about this than you realise. It doesn't have to be as bad as you think. I think you're really worried about it. I think you're really quite concerned about what people think about it. You know, how will people view you if you make a different choice to the one that maybe people expect you to make? That's really coming through so clearly. But my beautiful pile 3, it's right for you. Everything here is saying, believe in yourself, listen to your heart, do what gives you joy. I can see how hard it is for you, but truly, everything here is saying it feels like it's sort of crunch time. You've got to do it. You've got to go with it. You've got to take the leap. And there's a lot more care, compassion, love, understanding about your choice than actually you realise. I think you could build it into something that's way bigger than it does need to be. I think you'll find there will be a remarkable amount of understanding around you. Right, I was going to cut this pack because there are so many cards in the tea leaf pack. I'm going to draw a couple more cards, but these have shown themselves, so that's what we're going to use for you, my beautiful pile 3. You have basket and you have star. Recognition, reward for merit and guaranteed success. Take the leap. It is right for you. You could not have a greater validation. People will understand. They will recognize that you needed to do what was right for you. There's a lot of worry about this, of what people will think of you with the Page of Swords energy. But honestly, this is guaranteed success. I feel like this is the path you have to follow. It's really interesting. Whatever this is for you. And you're on solid ground. I said that at the beginning. You're on solid ground. You're in a much stronger position than you realise. I actually want to read you something from from the rune book, actually. Yeah, let me just grab that. We are on, let me see, 17. Let me find that for you, because there's something in here that I think is useful to read for you. Okay. So Awaz is saying, you have progressed far enough to feel a measure of safety in your position. Now it is time to turn again and face the future reassured. prepared to share the good fortune that comes your way. The sharing is significant since it relates to the sun's power to foster life and illuminate all things with its light. That was what I wanted to read to you, that one passage. It's the bettering of any situation. It's the moving forwards, the gathering of momentum. The recognition that you make the right choice. And what you are doing is absolutely right for you, my beautiful pile 3. This reading is here to give you confidence and to really support you in truly following your heart. That is absolutely what this reading is about, through and through. My beautiful pile 3, thank you for joining me. Thank you so much for being here and connecting in with my beautiful Moon Magic community. Whether you are here or you are on Patreon, if you are interested in checking out my all zodiac sign readings every month, they are on Patreon, which is a different platform. And any of you who are on Patreon will already know there are other opportunities there for some of you to be working with me on a Learning to Read the Tarot Cards course as well. So beautiful souls, do check out those readings on Patreon if you're interested in additional information that connects to your astrological sign, your sun sign, your moon sign. And thank you for being here, all of you. Thank you for liking, sharing and subscribing. I post these readings every Sunday for immediate guidance, and we look at what's happening in the week ahead. They are timeless, so you can tune into others if you're needing support. I also, though, do a couple of other pick a card readings every week that answer very specific questions. So do look for those. There's a timeless readings playlist, or just check out the Moon Magic homepage. You can scroll through the videos and find questions that are there that help you and assist you on your journey. If you do subscribe, or you decide to subscribe and you want to get notification of all of my readings as soon as I post them, if you press the little bell icon as well, that should come into your stream. And really just thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing and just being a part of this beautiful community that we are building. Whichever platform you are connected with me, one or both. Tons and tons of love, my beautiful pile 3.